you can shoot an icicle in this guy's face. There you go. And just flick it. There you go. You want more rocks? Spells in Blade and Sorcery, that is important, right? Because there's so many spells in the game. How do you know which ones you're gonna use? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna tell you all about the 10 spells I'm using frequently. These ones are, as far as I know, for the time being, the best spells out there. So without further ado, without any more rambling, let's go straight to the video. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, consider subscribing and leaving a like. Thank you. Spell number 1, Dummies. This is a fun little thing that allows you to spawn this dude, and he's just gonna stand there and take whatever beating you want to give him. It's a nice little thing if you want to try something out, because he's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna stand there. So let's say you just want to see how fast you can slap your hand, and that's gonna do stuff. Then you're gonna do some belly punches like this. Yeah, he's not gonna do anything because he doesn't care. Judo chop. So that's why I like using this spell. If I have anything that I want to try out, I just spawn him and I slap him and do whatever the hell I want to him. He's not gonna do anything. Which brings me to the second spell I'm really, really frequently use. Namely, this one. Yup. Y'all know what that one is. It is the stop time mod that whatever the JoJo thing he uses. James, help me.
Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
This allows me to stop time and manipulate these guys however I want. Look at this. And the good thing about this mod is if I now punch these guys a couple times like this, the momentum from all of my punches are gonna be transferred and resumed once I go away from the time stop thing. Oh, that is so amazing. The fact that you can just do that is great. And I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He's really dead. Now, the next spell is something that is just on by default. It is some sort of like a lashing thing, but it's not really lashing. That's coming later. It's another thing that kind of resembles it a little bit. So if we grab these two hands, for example, we put them close to each other and bam! They're now locked to each other like that. I think even if we spawn another dummy like this, and we take his head, and we take this guy's head, and we smack them together, and boop! Yeah. Okay, it doesn't work. Wow, you have orange eyes. I didn't really know that before. But we can, of course, just take this guy's head and put it over here. And stick it to the terrain, because that's something you can do. And then I don't think it works. I really wanted to. Oh, yeah, look at him doing. I wanted to kind of attach it to his like crotch or something, but I don't think it's gonna do that. If you could just release your footing, okay? Just release your footing, damn it! You're so sturdy. Holy crap! Okay, this requires some. There you go. And he's stuck. He's not stuck yet. He's not stuck yet. There you go. Yeah, nice. This is really cool for when you want to do them. I don't know what you want to do. You want to put them in some curious poses or something. You just grab his hands like this, put them behind his back, like break them, and then doink, and you've got yourself a fugitive situation. You see, he's already. Bonus spell time! So, I know that I said that we're gonna have 10 spells, but for those of you who are gonna watch the whole thing, there's gonna be bonus stuff splattered all around the video. The one thing that I have right here is called Latent Force. It allows me to push these guys around to the left or to the right, up or down, whatever the hell I want. As long as I have no spell equipped, I can like do some sort of weird dance with these guys. Their heads are gonna stay in places though, because I've attached them to the whole ground there. But the Latent Force is something that is enabled is if you don't have another spell. And he just disappeared. So that's really cool. You can do this. You can almost rip his head off, but it doesn't really work.
A few moments later.
Okay, what the hell have I done? This is the problem with having so many mods installed. The game just freaking breaks. So why don't we try and bring this guy down from his high horse by using Lashing. This is just so cool. You can attach stuff like that and then just release. And there you go, we just pulled him down. So this spell adds these points on this guy, and we can pull him towards any sort of direction we want, just like this. And the best thing about this spell is these lashing points are really powerful. So if we grab his face and we send the face all over there into the mountain and we release, it's gonna rip his spine out. Oh God, okay. That's what happens, you know? And now his head is up there and stuck to the wall. Now, the other really cool thing about this lashing spell is the fact that these ropes that we're spawning, if we spawn like multiple like this, and we jump up, we can walk on these. These are essential. Ah! No, crap. As I was saying, these things are essentially just, you know, a road that we can walk upon like this. We can also, of course, walk up it if we want to, and grab it just like a rope. You can also detach it somehow, but I don't know how that works, and I haven't really figured it out. So, I think I broke the game again. I most definitely broke. Guts! Okay, you're right. The game broke. Thanks, James, for reminding us. Anyway, that brings me to the next spell. The ice spell. Now, the ice spell actually has some upgrades to it, and I have them over here. You can edit yourself to have all of these unlocked when you start the game. So there's all kinds of weird shit over here, and I'm just gonna unlock it all because I want to do it. Everything. Just want to do everything. So once you have everything unlocked, you can do stuff like this. You can spot. No, that's the dumbest spell. Crap. You can shoot an icicle in this guy's. In this guy's face. There you go. It just freezes and falls over. And then these icicles, of course, when you have everything unlocked, you can grab them and you can use them as a deadly as dagger. There you go, and then he dies, and he just glitches and whatever. There's also a bunch of combinations. So if you combine the ice with the lightning, you can shoot lightning shurikens, okay? These things are awesome. They both freeze and electrify people. Oh my God, that's so gruesome. I've spawned a dummy over there just so we can't really see it. We're gonna do probably the coolest part of this whole thing. We're gonna spawn Kamehameha. I think that's the called thing. If we do this, it's just gonna shoot a beam of something and it completely missed him. Let's do that again. Let's see if we can hit him this time. A little bit downwards. There you go. Blammo! I hit him! It didn't go far enough. You can also combine the ice and the ice to have this sort of shuriken thing around you. And then, of course, last but not least, you can also do it with the gravity to create a freezing gravity field. There you go. He just falls over. So next up, we've got more of a pack instead of just one spell, because all of these spells in this pack are amazing. And for those of you who have been around the channel for long enough know that I'm talking about the Naruto Pack. Yes, we've got Atomic something jutsu. I don't know. I don't really know what that's called. It shoots a box that makes everything disappear. So that guy will just, okay. That guy will disappear. That guy will disappear. There you go. And then we've got Amaterasu! Bamo! And he's just gonna burn for all eternity. And next up, we've got the Rasen Shuriken. Now, the reason I've spawned my dummy up there is because this thing, we can control these. Like so. We can kind of make them fly. Oh my lord. We can kind of control where they fly. And that's so amazing. And if the enemy is all the way over there and we're too lazy to go get him, we can just spawn. Ah, not this thing. Goodbye. We can just spawn shadow clones like this. These bastards are not actually going to target him because they're basically the same as him. These are my clones, and if there's enemies in the map, these are going to run after him and kill him. And now they're just going to run away. Like the train of dumbasses they are. Stupid, useless piece of crap. Why does this never work? Die! Do you think regular enemies like this are too small for your liking or too big maybe? Well, I bring you the scale spell. I've used this in almost all of my videos as well because this is just amazing. You can grab people and you can make them either smaller or bigger. Like really, really big. But if you make them super small like this, like tiny little people, look at him over there. You can just kick him. There you go. That's the way we kick. That's the way we kick. And there you go. You know, we can just do this. And then we can pick him up. Just like this little goober over here, and we can just, yoink! Whee! He flies so well for being a tiny guy. Now, the best thing about all of these spells is, of course, they work very well in conjunction with each other. So with this top 3 spell thingy, I'm gonna use other spells to complement them. So for the first one, we've got these guys, the big hands, and we can just go close to a guy and grab him. And we can smack him to the ground, make him die all over again, just toss him away. Now, with these hands, of course, you can also pick up pots like this and toss them away if you don't like them. But the best thing is you can use Lashing and have people stuck to the wall, and if they don't do what you want them to do, you just do it. Ah, he ripped his leg off. The leg just disappeared. And his head came off. Oh my god. Die! So yeah, these hands are pretty cool. You can do whatever the hell you want with them. You can grab people, you can toss them, you can smack them. Speaking of smacking. Oh look, a bird, a plane. I'm just kidding, it's my big ass hand. Oh, wait, Crash. Now for these next 2 spells, I think it's best if we have some actual enemies to fight. First up, we've got Daggerbending. This has to be like one of the most sophisticated mods out there. There's so much stuff you can do with this mod. And right now, I'm just spawning daggers and tossing them away. But if I hold my hand together, I'm spawning like this little claw thing, and if I'm holding the trigger, it's a sword. And these, of course, work really well against gladiators. Just like that. And then I can also just make 2 claws. And I can also, if I want to, I can make a bow that allows me to shoot the daggers. And if the daggers are really far away, they're scattered across the map, we can just spawn more, like this. Or we can recall them like this, and they all come flying back, and they're gonna sorry friend, and they're gonna circle around me like some sort of protective shield. Also, this dagger is glowing. Now, if we stab this into somebody's face like this, it's gonna explode. Oh my god. We can also make a giant shield with apparently really bloody daggers. And the best thing about this, or not the best thing, but one of the best thing is that there's actually no enemy spawning. Where's everybody? We can make traps. I did this previously. There you go. Okay. And this dagger over here is now rigged and ready to explode onto somebody's face. Now, the only thing we need is, well, somebody's face. This over there is now rigged and ready to fly into somebody's face. Now, let's just watch this in slow motion because this is awesome. Oh, it just flies straight towards him. That's so cool. And I think that is everything the Daggerbending mod has. If there was something that I forgot, I think you guys can figure it out yourself. All the daggers are gone. We're down to the final mod. The one mod that I've also really enjoyed using, namely Earthbending. Oh, this is just amazing. You can spawn walls like this, and you can punch the walls forward, and if they hit an enemy when they're flying forwards, it hurts them. Ain't that right, buddy? You can also just spawn a rock like this and smack it into his face. You can also spawn many rocks like this, use both your hands, and kablamo! Shit, kablamo! There you go. And then once he's down and ready for some penetrating, you can do this and just send some pillars on his ass. And then there's one final spell. This. It's a row of just stones or rocks or something, you know, from the ground. It's just gonna kill him. You can also, of course, spawn things while they're running. And he just bounced a little bit. Spawn a wall in front of his face. Yeah, he don't know what to do. And you can just punch the wall a little bit like this to make him die. And then to finish him off, I thought it was gonna hit him, but he died before I could do that. So we can just spawn a rock and just flick it. There you go. You want more rocks? This is so cool. Oh, I completely forgot. You can also imbue weapons with the Earthbending mod, and if you stab somebody with it, they become rock, like this. You see? Nice, just like that, rock face. And just to finish things off, because I don't like to leave things. Oh crap. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's what happened. So let's just gather a bunch of rocks like this and my god, this is so cool. You can have this one. There you go. So that was everything I had time for today. If you enjoyed this and if you would like to see me do more top 10 stuff in future, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'm just gonna die in your honor because that's what I like to do.